Okay. All right there. Hi, everyone. Brian here. Let me kill those lights a little bit. Oh, wow. That's a little better. All right. Have a nice little Labor Day weekend. A little bit. Bear with me. Do a little live streaming today. Let me just share this link real quick. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Bespin Duel today. This was meant to be an exclusive for the Star Wars Celebration, but since that got canceled, it was released into the Target stores exclusively. Now, it was also available on the Lego store, but they sold out really quick. You can only get this if you signed up for the red card, so I did because I wanted it that bad. Like, I'll just pay off the $40 and then cancel it. But I am a little bright over there. Let me try one more time. I was going to shut the curtains. It's trying to get natural light in here, and I should realize natural light is not my friend. Don't you love it when live streamers are prepared? Oh, I do. So we're going to build this today. This is a 40th anniversary design to celebrate Empire Strikes Back. It's hard to believe that came out when I was 4 years old. But there you go. So let's, we're going to build this. And I think it's a really elegant little design that kind of captures one of the great moments in Star Wars. It's got a very shiny box. So you're getting the reflection of my phone as I'm streaming this live, because live streaming on my computer is a pain in the ass. So, okay. There are 3 bags in here, so let's open bag number 1. I like to break these up into the colors. I find that's the easiest way to find the parts that you're looking for. These aren't the parts I'm looking for. We're gonna, there we go. You know. If you got a question, chime in. If I don't see it, ask again, and I will try to answer it. So it's a live stream, Legos and laughs. We're going to just try and have some fun today. We've got a 3-day weekend. At least I do. I hope you do too. If you're not in the United States, you probably don't. Then why would you be watching me? Because I have a very limited appeal. The French like me. Bonjour, mes amis en France. I don't know why I did that. That's an African thing. That was weird. Sorry. Okay, we're just going to get the light grays, the dark grays, and the medium grays, and the cold grays, and the warm grays. There's a lot of grays in Star Wars sets. I went to school with Rob Gray. Ugh. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of color in this set. There's brown, blue, and I'm surprised we got that much, to be honest. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost ready to get going here. A lot of black. The black is mostly going to be the base. The clear stuff. Gray. Okay. Dark grays over here. More dark grays over here. I'll open this one up too. This is all like the little bitty pieces. And I'll just pour that out. Do a little more sorting, and then we'll get started. There's a nice booklet in here. So I got this at Target. If you want one, you can still, they do still have them on Target's website, but you have to have a red card, which is their brand name credit card. So if you sign up for one, they give you a percentage. I got like free shipping and $2 off, so it wasn't a bad deal, all things considered. The way it works out, I believe, is I'm paying about $1 for every 5 Lego pieces, which I'm not sure if that's a good deal or not. Because I know some people say, if you get this many Lego pieces for this $1, it's actually a pretty good deal. That's usually when they're talking about the really expensive kits and trying to justify it to themselves. Okay. Now that's fancy. Okay, we have the booklet here, and it's in a couple languages, but the opening page, it's in a few languages, but the main language of Lego is nonverbal imagery. So we're going to start with a big black piece. What did you think I was going to say? All right. We're going to take this piece, put it down. We need 3 flat, shiny ones. Sometimes they don't have the studs on them. They're just meant to be flat on one surface. There got to be 4 rows of studs showing, so we're covering up 2 other rows. So we'll just cover those up. There you go. And I'm going to work this from my point of view instead of holding it out to you, because I'll get something wrong if I try and do it while I'm. Is this right? I'll put them in the wrong place. Sure as anything. I'm working on what the H. Are you reading my monthly comic book wrap-up show? That should be up on Patreon by the end of the day. A little Diet Coke, not bad. Could use some rum. All right, put this piece in. We'll do some long, flat top pieces. There we go. That's what I need. And one tiny one. I need a tiny one. Where are you? Sometimes you spend a lot of time looking for the right piece, and it's been there the whole time in your heart. Okay, so that's coming along. Now we're going to attach this one, and we're going to make it extra long. This is about the length of it. It's about 5 inches. This is a slightly longer piece than the first one. I'll take that off for a second so you can see. So you start out with the short one and then move on to the longer one. I need 2 long ones and a square one. When I was a kid and I first saw Star Wars, I thought Darth Vader was a robot. I thought the Stormtrooper were robots because they never took their helmets off. Imagine if they'd done it like Force Awakens, and when Finn takes his helmet off, if they'd done that in the very first one, I would have thought, been an entirely different movie for me. I thought they were fighting against these evil robots. What did I know? Then Empire came around. Then in Empire, you see the helmet descending on his pink, bald head with the scars, and you realize, oh, that's a human. So, okay. Luke, I am your father. How'd the robot have a kid? No, he's alive, you idiot. Oh, no. I was 4 at the time. What do you want? Let me just check. Okay. Yeah, the chat is on, so if anyone wants to ask me a question, please go ahead. Guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay, thanks, YouTube. Thanks for your algorithm that never shows up my shows. That didn't make sense. Thank you for the algorithm that never shows off my programming. When I talk, I edit a lot of lines out when I do my videos because a lot of times it's like, what the hell did he just say? So we're on number 8 of the instructions for the first bag. There are 3 bags. Give me that gold bag! From Seinfeld. Hilarious. No, actually, no, we can go back and add. Okay, yeah, I did miss a piece here and there and everywhere. So there are 2 minifigures in this, obviously, Luke and Vader. And we just fill the rest of this field out with these flat top ones. I don't know what you call them other than flat, because there's nothing on there. Any new TV shows you are watching? I'm watching the first season of War of Cybertron, the Transformers CGI one that just came on. I really enjoyed your last video. Didn't know much about Stargirl or Jeff Johns' history. Yeah, it's a little sad. I know he's very protective. I talked to Don Kramer, who was drawing JSA at the time many years ago, and he had done a new design for Stargirl, and I thought, I don't really like that new outfit. Do you think we'll get it permanently? He said, probably not, because it's a temporary, they're in like an imaginary land in the story, and Jeff is very protective of the character, which makes sense, but at the same time, I felt like the costume and really held up, but it's okay with the current show on. I don't have any problems with it. But yeah, it's a little sad that Stargirl is based on Jeff's late sister. So I'm watching the Transformers one on Netflix. I'm behind on so many shows. I gotta watch The Boys now. I got that third season of Marcella on Netflix as well. I might start watching Bates Motel when I gotta finish Jessica Jones. That's my last Marvel show on Netflix. I gotta finish. But I'm done with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm done with the current shows this year. This year I watched Stumptown. I like that. That's based on a comic book. Read the first Stumptown graphic novel. You don't have to read the other ones. The first one's very good. Okay, we're gonna flip this one upside down now. That's what we got. You can see there's space there for the little clear bases, but we're gonna flip it over. And we're gonna put on one of these, and right in the middle, right there. And if these pieces got stuck, I got some of my Lego assembly pieces for popping the things off. They give you in some of the larger kits, like the buildings. Yeah, the second season was I didn't care for. At least they just didn't write off Trish killing her mom right away in the third season. They're dealing with it. But then I need 2 8 stud pieces. And the little bumps are what I call studs. So there are 8 on here. And that's same length, so I could put these in. So there you go. That's a good view. You can see that right there. It's kind of like a U shape. Now I've got to put in some little dark gray ones. Moving into like that. So that goes in here. Create a little box shape. Then I got to put 2 the 6 double stud ones on. That's not long enough. That's I need 8. That's 4 lengthwise. And then another gray piece. So if you're following along and you have no reason to be, I've just finished instruction number 10, page 13. Flip this over. We're going to keep building the bottom structure I think we're just strengthening it now and making it stand up a little. Guys, I apologize. I will be right back online. Okay, well, you may have seen that. I don't know. My mom just called me. I don't know if you saw that or not. I answered a phone call. My mom couldn't find her purse. So that's a little fun with my life. That's the kind of thing that happens all the time. All right, we're going to keep going here. I need these last 2 long ones on the bottom. Looks like all the dark black is going down to the base, which creates kind of like I don't want to say a null effect, but it's like, when you're building the colorful stuff on top, you'll ignore the black bits on the bottom. So it's utilitarian, that is, I guess, what I'm saying. Oh, that's refreshing. And these little discs, we're gonna prop these up on these discs. They're gonna, so you can slide it around. It won't slide, but you won't have to scrape against anything. You see there how they're going on? I'll show you more as we go along. I had to go to Walmart twice. I left a bag there. It's so embarrassing. And then they put it away naturally because it was frozen goods. So I had to go, they had to check my receipt, and then I had to go recollect the items and then get checked out again. It was such a pain in the butt. And that's the last time I went to Walmart. I lost a credit card. It just wasn't. I couldn't find it anywhere. I went back to the parking lot, looked around, went into the store. They didn't have it. So the last 2 times I've gone to Walmart have been huge disasters. Okay, it's like this. So yeah, that kind of pops it up, and you can kind of just roll it around like that. It doesn't, doesn't catch on anything. That's kind of it kind of like makes the base float, which is all kind of in keeping with Cloud City. Everything's floating and levitating and what have you. We're going to start building the struts now, and they're on these plastic bits. You'll see the plastic bits, obviously, but it helps with the Legos, with the illusion that the stuff is just floating there. Now, it doesn't help a lot, but, it's better than nothing. And these go in the empty slots I had left. But it's just simply black square base, and then 2 clear square blocks on top. All right. And I need a gray 2-bit piece. I have one with a little claw on it, but that's not what I need. I think that's a light gray. That might be why I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at the medium gray stuff. Sometimes it's hard to judge the colors in the instruction book, but there you go. You can see the... Okay, so it's coming. Page 18, instruction 15. I'll put this aside for now. So we're going to start building the strut that Luke and Vader fought onto. And I need a long gray piece, the longest gray piece. And I have no idea what you call these things. I've never known what to call them, but they got like the 2 hole area on the bottom, and then like the 4 studs on top, but 2 of them are exposed. And it's this little like slant here. I can't quite get it. There you go. Yeah. That goes right on the very end. Then we're going to put a square on. And then we're going to take these. They have bits with a little pole hanging out and bits with a little... I called Green from the UK. That's wonderful. I went to the UK in 99 when I graduated, 98. I had a little, I went on like a 12-day tour of Great Britain, as it was my college graduation gift from my parents, and that was really one of the most awesome times of my life. I've often thought about coming back. I'd love to come back someday. 98, the Spice Girls were big. It was the 1-year anniversary of Diana's death, so that was all that was on the news. And I saw a TV show for the first time that would eventually come to America and be known as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So a lot of fond memories. Every restaurant I went to served me vegetable soup for an appetizer. Maybe that's just something they do over there. Okay, but anyway, I need 2 of these claw bits and a regular bit in the middle to create this little double claw thing. And that goes on the edge here. Okay. And then we need a solid block to fill in the back. Here we go. Then we're just going to skip a lot of time, put a big block on the back instead of a bunch of little blocks. So that's the start of it. Okay, and we're going to go here, and this goes on top. Oh, and this little 2-bit here goes on the 2-bit edge there, so that makes it nice and easy for us. So there we go. And you know it's floating. It must be Cloud City. Everything flies there. You truly belong with us here in the clouds, princess. Okay, I need 2 of these single slanted bits. We'll just call them the slanted bits, I guess. And they go on the end. One more. That's the problem. Sometimes you can't find the one bit you need among all these others. Here we go. Okay. That goes on there. Now we're going to take 8 of these, and they just go around the up and down the edges of from the back to the front. 4 and 4. 2, 3, 4. That's a good way to look at it. The geometry reminds me of the old game Marble Madness. Not Marble Madness. Crystal Caverns. With the teddy bear. But it was like that. It's like geometrical Pac-Man. Like you go down, down, then up, up. Like Hubert with imagination. Oh. Okay, then there we go. So it's coming along nicely. All right. Instruction 23. I'm going to take these 6-piece slanted ones, and they go on the far edge. So we got to build that little thing Luke hangs onto. I should say, we got to build that little thing that Luke hangs onto. It's not true. Good times. Sure, none of us want to learn our dad's a mass murderer. I don't know, mass murderer, but you know, it's something we all have to learn at some point. I don't know why I said multi in there. All right, then we got to put the clips on top to solidify the thing because you don't want to have all these bits that are connected on the bottom. You got to put something on top of them. Don't make it a solid piece. And okay, the brown is coming. This might get covered up. Sometimes I use colored bits that then get covered up because it helps solidify it. Oh, see, I popped that out. I pressed too hard because it didn't look like it was in, but I pressed on the edge. All right, there we go. Sometimes I've noticed they'll use colored things if they're eventually going to get covered up. Like that happens a lot in like the Lego buildings. Like when you're building something, then you're just covering it up later with a wall and stuff. They don't care what colors they use. It's just like, what do we have? Brown, fine, put it in. We got a little staircase Lego with holes in it, but that's okay. And it wants to go here on top of the brown piece. See, it's already getting covered up. But that creates a solid layer on the middle there. Okay, I need the last two are these kind of thing where the thing's in the corner. But it's still a 4-piece. These are going on the edge out here with the one covered up piece in the center. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. There you go. Look at that. These little oval 2-bit 2 stud black pieces go on now. Because again, every time we put things down, we want to build on top of them to make them solid. But they've thought that out. They know what they're doing in Lego. I need 2 long dark grays. Medium grays, I should say. No, these are dark, I guess. Yeah, okay. And they go on the edges. I know at some point we have to stop putting things on top, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. And then the remaining little 2-bit oval pieces go on these edges here. The little edges there. We're going to do that. All right. Got to do a 4-piece dark gray. Ghostbusters Firehouse. No, it was not. That's not a cheap one. That was a really big one. Most recent one I built was, we'll go over here real quick, the Parisian restaurant. But I do have Ninjago City waiting to be built. I'm just waiting for like the right time to do that. But Ninjago City was about 300. But I have a friend who works at Lego Store. He gets a discount. So All right. Black piece here. We're almost done with this first bag. The pieces are almost gone. And I need the... Well, no, I should say we got quite a few left. But we're going to keep building. Sometimes you have to layer certain things. You see, like, here's layer, layer, and then you have to put, like, 2 pieces next to that to keep the layer going solid. But yeah, you see that brown piece is getting covered up, just like I said it would. Help me! Let's put this down a little more. Maybe we can... Well, I'll keep holding it up. I don't want to lose my head too much. Where was I? Okay. Page 34. And it just goes on top. And again, we're seeing brown get covered up. Nate Doctor, we are building the Lego Bespin Duel 40th Anniversary Star Wars Empire Strikes Back set. Available exclusively at shoplego.com, although they've sold out, but I got this via the Target website. But you have to subscribe and get their credit card, the red card. But then I got free shipping and $2 off, so it was not a bad deal. So it's about $40. But this is, again, the Bespin Duel from The Empire Strikes Back. And it's a nice little piece so far. I'm enjoying it. This will look good on somebody's desk, even just like a little conversation piece. Okay, we're going to put this aside again. Looking good. It's the black and the white pieces create a nice base. It doesn't, but this looks like it's just floating there, doesn't it? Not really, but, you know, for Legos it does. Take this solid gray piece. We're going to be building on that. This goes in the middle. Now we're going to put these little 2-bit studs with the outlining little pole there on the edges of the one I just put down. Should be in the title. I added the Lego number set, but maybe I didn't say it was Bespin Duel. That's on me. There you go. It's like a little bug. I woke up in the morning and found I turned into a giant Lego piece. That's going to be my metamorphosis one day. And then we got this one goes here. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes up 2. There we go. So we got, again, solid flat area. Not flat, I got all the studs, but it's all leveled out. Put a flat 4 stud long flat top piece. I don't know how to, I'm just making up the nomenclature as I go along. Nomenclature as I go along. That is, I'm naming these pieces, and they probably have proper names, but who the hell knows? Then I need these little vents here from these are 2 studs long, and they're going to go up right where the arms, the little poles are sticking out. They're kind of like a hollow. There's the bottom, and then you flip around the top. They look the same, but there's room for the studs on the bottom. If you put these upside down, you'd know, because they would not fit. All right. I got that Don't You Think About Me song from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuck in my head for like the last month. Listening to disco music, Daisy. Jeff Ward was really good on that show. That's probably not Jeff. Ward was the character. Jeff something was the guy who played Geek. Never mind. Just ignore me. I'm just a guy on your screen talking. Ignore me. And there we go. This piece goes on. So we're like 3 layers now. You can see. Now we're almost done with bag number 1. But got a little more to go. 2 more vents. Then final light gray piece. Not a final, but for this bag. And the final 2 vent pieces. On top. I think we're making the staircase onto that little, what was it, like a weather satellite thing? I don't know what the hell that was. All right, there we go. And this goes now on the, these go on the end, and then it goes like this. You can see shoving them down there. It doesn't quite clip on because there's so many layers and pieces at this point, but there you go. You see it's kind of, it is a staircase kind of leading up to that length that leads out to the device. Okay, oh, we got some blue pieces here. And some dark gray pieces. And they're going to go like this. Like this. And like this. And then we're going to do it on the other side as well. So now the brown piece is completely covered up. I was right. To think you doubted me. And we're going to cover up the blue pieces. They got these little studs on the side. So we're going to cover those up. And then the little circular ones act as kind of like a little mini struts for that one. So that is bag one. That's not bad. Okay, we're going to open bag number 2 now. And separate those in the appropriate colors. Because like I said, that is really the fastest way to do it. That's how they recommend it. We're going to save ourselves a little time. And we are going to build our Darth Vader minifigure first thing. There's his feet. They fell over. There's his body, and I just dropped that. We can put the head on, and we got the, as I mentioned earlier, there's a scene where the helmet descends on his head, and you can see the scars, and I like that they got the scars on the back of the head, too. And then his white, pale head right there. So that goes on. We're going to wait a second because I got to get the cape out. Whenever they do a cape, they always box it up. Yeah, Lego's cool. I like them. All right, so we're going to dig in there and get that. Hello, Day. D. Hello, D. Anyway. You round these 2 shoulder points up and then put the neck through it. And that didn't work, but I got one on, so that's a good start. All right, then we're going to put the head on. And that will hold the cape in place, although it's kind of twisted aside, but we can twist it back. Oh, there. And then the solid Vader helmet goes on over his head as a kind of hat thing. I got the lightsaber blade, but I need the hilt. So let's start separating. Dark grays, light blue, dark gray, dark gray, dark gray. I think it'll probably be in the bag with all the little stuff. Yeah, I don't see it out here, but there's all that. Let's open the little bag. Yeah, I see it in there. It's a silver little thing. All right. Kind of like a little silver candlestick, but that goes there. That goes there. And that goes in his claw-like right hand. So there's our Mr. Vader. just gonna keep moving a few things here, and we'll get started with the second bag in just a moment. I almost said second, but the second bag in a second just sounds like I'm being lazy alliteratively. Anyway. All right, I think we're going to be building like the satellite piece now, but maybe not. All right, so we'll put Mr. Vader here. And he will keep an eye on everything. Whoop, no, he fell over. Because what good is he? You're a bum, Anakin. You're a bum. Okay. Because I gotta have the camera on me because I'm an egotist. All right. First things first, we gotta find one of these little. A lot of these pieces are now what I call hinge pieces. They got these little. I don't know why I can't. Camera's right in front of me, and I keep going to like the right instead of like right in front of me. Let me just move Vader out of the way. That's it. They have these little hinges on them. That's a 1 stud hinge, but I need a 2 stud hinge. There we go. So there's a second lightsaber in there without a blade. I think that might be for Luke. Need a little round sloping top on there. It's kind of like the earlier pieces, but this is a flat top version of those angular pieces, and that it kind of like goes and then up, and that's the up areas where you can put the studs in, so that kind of creates that look. All right. Actually, we'll just move this over here for now. So then we're going to clip some 2 stud pieces on. And there we go. And this would be enough for a Star Wars ship in some kids' imagination. That's about the quality of pieces you get in those advent calendars. They give you just enough to make it kind of look like the toy, but there's no real details. They get cheap on those. Just as there's a sloping flat top 2 piece, there's sloping flat top 1 pieces. I'm sorry for my meaty fingers. SWP Pro, it's going well. Thank you. We're on the second of 3 bags building this Lego Bespin Duel. That's an exclusive at Star Wars, an exclusive Star Wars set that you could own. It was supposed to be for Celebration, but they canceled that this year, so now it's on shoplego.com, but they're sold out. But you can still get it at Target as long as you have a Target Red Card, but you can just sign up on the website and get it that way. It took them about 5 days to ship it out to me, so, but it was from the West Coast to here. Summer 2020 line is actually good. Yeah. I need to get the Mandalorian ship. That's the next one I want to get. Okay, there's this flat curved. I've never seen one like this before. You can tell it's weird little angular piece. It's going to go on the edges. I'll show you that in a second. There we go. Okay. And we're supposed to do 2 of those, so let me make another one real quick. I'll bore you with all the play-by-play. We'll just get that done real quick, as I said. Mandalorian brickhead is everything. I just saw the Mandalorian brickhead today. It was in Walmart. But I don't like the brickheads personally. I mean, they're just Lego Funkos, aren't they? And I'm not a huge Funko guy to begin with, so why would I get the Lego version? I know I have to trade everyone by saying there's a Lego line I don't like. Really, I'm just into Star Wars, architecture, ideas. I love the ideas line. There have been a lot of good ones there. And then the creator buildings. I got 3 of the buildings. I have the Parisian restaurant, the movie theater, and then like the pool hall / detective office one. It's like a bunch of, it's one of those like two buildings that actually have a bunch of offices in them and different things, like a miniature version of the Assembly Square. To the front for Walmart in late August. Yeah. That's all I got to add to that story. Yeah, I found these. Yeah. Okay. I don't build a lot of like the little ones. I mostly like Legos for the big sets that take a while because I'm into manual dexterity. I love Gundam models. Look to my left. And look to my right. Death's Head 2 is not a Gundam model. Ooh, sorry. Just get move that out of the way. Okay. Me back, sir. Me crippled back. Oy! Actually, my leg keeps falling asleep, but I'm on the floor. Okay, so I've got two of these now. So we're going to bring back the floating bit. Okay, that was weird. I got kicked off for a minute. Not sure why. Maybe there's 13 minutes. I don't know why that happened. I got kicked off for a second. But these are going to go on the exteriors here. You see the little 2-bit studs here. That's going to go on the top of this one. And then we're going to fold these in like that. And then that goes on the other side as well. And fold it in. So there you go. That's what we were doing. Creating this kind of facade for the middle there. I'm going to take this half circle. And that's going to go over that. Now, right where the two blue bits are kind of like centering it. Then in the middle, we're going to leave this black bit alone, but we're going to use the blue and the two dark grays as the outer edge. Ombara MOC, I'm not sure what that means. I need a 9 by 9 piece here. There's one that's missing a tip, but I need the solid squares, and these are going to go on the outside. And this is really coming along nicely now. We can see in the middle, we're going to put the white piece. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with the Clone Wars. Everyone keeps telling me to watch it, but I'm going to put this blue piece on the edge of the middle. If I can make it fit. Sometimes it's hard getting the bits to fit. This should actually be going over here because you can use these little long, small, long as long, small, use the indents on the outside as your guide to match it up on what's happening in the instructions. And then this bit here with like a little nub. Rebels is the one I want to watch, but that's kind of a sequel to Clone Wars, I understand, so maybe I should watch Clone Wars first. And that's that bit. And that's going to go on the outside. You can see there's also like a little nub bit here. So that's going to go on top. That's going to go right on top of the little black indentation. So then the rest of it will hook onto the white circle. Again, sometimes you gotta press down hard to mash all these layers and lock them in. But that's okay. There you go. All right. I'm going to go refresh my beverage. I will be right back. I'm just going to let this run because we're all friends here. So you can stare at my carousel. I will be right back. Thank you. Okay, we're coming back here. Thank you for your patience. Oh, hey, there's a floor onion ring. Got to keep our strength up. Okay, need two light gray bits with the hinges on them. Here we go. And these are going to go on the edge of the circle. Keep eating my cold onion ring. And I need these singular one stud hinge bits. And you can see there's 2 bits, 2 stud, 1 stud, 1 stud. These are going to go on the 1 stud. Don't worry about lining them up perfectly. Usually there's another Lego you attach that'll do that, but we'll jump on that when we get to it. I need 4 of these, 4 of those. That one goes on the edge as well. There we go. Yeah. The other black cap goes on the outside, on top. And just do a channel meat drink and Diet Coke. How about that? The long one, a small 2-piece gray, 2-stud gray flat top right in the middle. There's an 8-piece, so you just go count in 4 and then slap it on. So, and then that's going to go in the middle of where we just put the half circle on top of the white circle, though it's a little off center for the white circle, but that's okay. That is okay. On to instruction 53. We're going to put, whoa, knocked over. There are these little bits with the indentation on the edge for the circle. We're going to put those on now. And I need this one dark gray 6-stud piece that goes on the remaining indentation. So it's not quite a circle, but it's like a circle that ends in a rounded edge. Kind of like a egg or a rice ball shape that you see on anime. I need 2 of these little flat 3-piece flat tops. And that's going to go on these outer edges here to attach the neighboring pieces and make them kind of solid. So it's ends there, then there's one piece there, and then there's another piece there. So these bridge the piece. These are kind of like stitches holding it all together. And then I need one. There's this 4-piece flat top. There's a little hole in it. That's okay because something's going to go in there. That goes on right next to the 2-piece stud. So we're maintaining those lengths. Okay, now we're going to build the, we're going to put this aside. We're going to build that arm bit. They show me a little picture. The bottom half that Luke will be hanging from. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start out with a 10 stud beam. And on the edge you put this little round bit. You saw those little protruding little notches before. This will snap onto there. So they know what they're doing. Gray piece that I need. Just these are kind of stud. You know, you collect these for money in all those Lego video games. But it's really just like a single stud cover. And these usually go in when they need to attach things to make them stronger, but it's in an area that's not going to be seen too well. Then I need a square, the same thing but in square mode. And we'll just keep doing these, and I'll just show you when I get done with a section, and then move on to the next section. So, and then this has a horizontal claw on the end, I should say. It's a claw that goes like this as opposed to a claw that goes like this. Always make sure your claw matches up with the drawings that they're giving you. And we're going to be building on top of that. So that has a sideways claw, like so. A single light gray black square. And then a 3, 4, 5, 8 piece. That's 6. Beam goes on top. Moving on to number 59 of the instructions. And we're going to keep building. We're not going to stop. Put another one of those attachers on there. Again, I'm just making these words up as I go. I know they don't sound right to me either, but there you go. Light black. Light black. No. Light gray. White black? What? Then we're going to put this one on the edge, which will leave one piece exposed, but that's okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, as a kid, this would be like my Mount Calamari cruiser coming in. It's a trap! Oh, that's a start, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, we got this little, I call these the lighthouse pieces because there's a hole in them, so it's like, like a little, like the top of a lighthouse. Did that make sense to anyone? I don't think so. I shouldn't name things. I'm very bad at it. If I ever have a kid, I'll let the mom name. The mom. All right. What a romantic I am. I'll let my wife name them. As is her right as an independent, strong female. Anyway, I'll keep playing with my layouts here. Yeah, I'm going to get married soon. All right, so that's another layer on top. Now, I think we're done because they put the flat tops on when they wanted to create smooth surfaces for the visual. Except I got to put a 2-piece. Now I got to put a square stud on top to make them even. Then I put the 2-piece on. And, trying to work with the light so you can see where I'll do it. Oop. Sorry. Okay, that was a neighbor who locked herself out. Okay. All right. Any questions? Okay, we're almost done with bag 2. This is not a long build. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 minutes so far. Okay, we're going to put this aside. And there's a round steering wheel. And we're going to put a round stud on top as a cap of sorts. Then we're going to slide our little pitchfork through. That's okay. And then we just put it all the way in. Maybe leave a little length on top. Then we're going to take this, we have a little kind of a pipe piece. There's a kind of clip-in stud, but then there's a hole in there. That's where our next blue piece goes. Make sure to put the, like again, the clip stud in there and leave like there's a little 4-piece kind of, I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't want to cover that's because when I do this, I'm covering up the camera and I can't see what I'm looking at. So I should do this left-handed, I suppose. But you can see there's that little kind of a 4-piece stud there, and that you want to keep on the outside so the clip will go into the pipe, as it were. And then this comes up. Then that goes in, I guess. Yes. And it's going to slide down if you're not careful. So, kid gloves. Okay, and then this goes facing that way. And so this clip here is going to go, and this bit here is going to go in that hole. So they're going to kind of match up, and you'll see the magic happen. I just got to get, slide that down a little bit. There you go. Now it's going to clip in nicely. Okay. All right, not bad at all. And then, as I said, these two little clips here will go into these little nodules here. So you'll see this in a second. You just kind of force them in, and there you go. Normally would kind of go up or down, but since there are two of them, they're going to, and it's kind of a thick piece, it's not going to move up or down. They'll just hold it in place. But we're getting there. We're almost there, right? What are these pieces? They gave me these pieces. I don't know what they... Oh, I think these are for Vader. Eesh. Let's go back to Darth Vader and see if I screwed his construction up. So I think these might be like shoulder bits. Vader is on page 43. No, I don't know. No, I don't know what these are. Oh, wait, this is the bottom of the helmet. Okay, I get it now. Because I can see like his pale, pasty head underneath. And I thought that was just a, cheap design. But this is supposed to go on. Over the head. We'll take the helmet off. Take the head off. I can do that without causing too much damage. And then just put like that. We'll put the back on. And the cape will move a little, but that's okay. So now we've got like the proper chin. And I can put the helmet on, it'll snap in. There you go. So now you don't see that pale pasty skip. Like imagine if you went to a planet with mosquitoes, you'd be a dead man. So with that thing missing. All right. Now we're going to take a moment to put together. Not taking. What am I saying? I got to open the third bag, but I lost my place here. Okay, bag number 3 needs to get open and sorted. Get some loose bits to pull it off to the side. Eventually, we're going to be attaching this 40th anniversary sticker as a display plate, but that'll be in the last minutes. Okay, in the third and final bag, there's not too much left in this one. We'll just slide that out. That's good. And we'll move that over here for a second. Start breaking these all in. We'll build Luke as we go. How about that? He's got his... We'll go his terrified look. No, it's not true. It can't be. It's impossible. And then we got his normal, oh, fuck, I'm going to get killed by this guy with the lightsaber look. We'll put the screwed look on. And we'll put the hair on, the famous mop of Mark Hamill hair. Good morning. Guten morning there, Alt Trekkie. That accent is the best I can do. I apologize. But it's The Empire Strikes Back, so I got to. His hand doesn't want to come out. Like he has a choice. Thank you. Yeah, it's... Oh, man, it doesn't want to come off. It's got to come off. It's The Empire Strikes Back. There we go. Now it's The Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Hey, everyone. Let's give Luke a hand. All right. All right. Okay, so let's get these all separated like I like. Put all the light gray stuff over here. Got some silver pieces. Maybe. Yeah, hey, why not? Yeah. No time Luke made out with someone besides his sister. Jack could take care of that. Anyway. Not proud of that joke. But kind of busy getting all these rolling bits here. I got the lightsaber blue. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but we got some red bits. Black. Thank you for the awesome pun. Thank you. I don't even remember what I said. I'm so into just divvying up Legos right now. Oh, the hand thing? That's the oldest gag in the Star Wars canon. Alright. Pour out all these. This one is going to be all the little bits, the little details. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Not too much left. Just want to get all these light gray ones. That's a good over here. Can you hear me? Black bits here, black bits there, a little tra-la-las. It's all a bunch of little tiny phallic bits, but what am I going to do? Alright. Your father's lightsaber. You must learn the ways of the Force if you want to come with me to Lego. I'm not learning the Force. I'm in enough trouble as it is. You'll think you're in trouble now. Wait till you make Cadillac Summer. Good Lord, that was a terrible movie. But it's not. It's better than Guyver. I'll give you that. Hey, the Guyver is a cool movie. It's a cool anime. It's not a good movie. I just have career arguments between Sir Alec and young Mark Hamill. Where he defends his bad career choices. Eventually I'll do the Joker and then everyone will love me. Oh, fine. That's what I said, everything. I'm the Joker. A little jump scare when watching Empire when Luke went to the Wonder Room, suddenly Vader jumped in. I'm like, ah! Yeah, I missed the last part. These things, when you're doing these live streams, the dialogue like fades after like 5 seconds. So if I don't answer something, I honestly didn't see it, or somebody, there's a lot of talking going on sometimes. Okay, what's the... These bits good. Okay, and we'll make Luke's lightsaber. The one he eventually dropped. They used his hand to clone Luke in the Timothy Zahn books that are no longer canon. There we go. There's... One giant did we have in the Jedi Academy. He could not hold his own lightsaber. It was like a little toothpick to him. There's a very bad Yoda. Toshi Station. This was about $40 on the Lego website, but they will not ship internationally. I'm sorry. So you might have to try eBay. And like I said, Lego's main website sold out almost immediately. But it is still available on the United States Target website, but you have to have a Target Red card. Okay, we built Luke, so let's finish up with this now. We got with our Bespin Duel set. I need 4 of the little dark gray ones. No, that's not it. Is that it? Yeah, okay. There's like 2 wrenches. A wrench with like a very thin base, and then there's this wrench with kind of a thicker base that I need. And I need 4 of those. This goes in the wrong pile. There we go. And so forth. And then that goes on the edge here. And I just think, these go. I turned that one the wrong way, but it'll spin. That's fine. These are probably going to be where the arm guards go. Or what do you call those? Like when they put them and you're on a path and they have those like little bars between you just to keep lines separate, to keep you from wandering off. Okay, that's, so these are going in on the end here. I think we're going to be putting little sticks in them. Thank you. I've been doing Obi-Wan, and I hope everyone, you know, since To Boldly Flee from when I was in part of Channel Awesome. You must learn the ways of the Force if you're to come with me to Alderaan. I need 6 more of those ones I just used. And then some of the little thin ones I also showed you. 4, 5, 6. And 6 of them. Then these little thin ones are going to slot in here. And you're going to go on these little outside ones, like you can see, like that. And again, I'll show you when I'm done with these. Well, a lot of us are still out there. Not everyone, but, you know, we're still doing what we love. You know, like that. Next comic book review is going to be Strange Academy, and then after that is this year's short box of the inane. I've got a good idea of what I'm doing yet, but nothing set in stone. Three, 4. With the thick parts on the top. And the little thin parts going inside and being inserted are the ones attaching to the bottom. Yeah. Some people used to watch my Doctor Who reviews instead of watching the episodes because they didn't have access to the episodes, so they would watch my reviews to know what was going on. I mean, you missed the minutia doing that, but I was flattered. So, you know, these are going on. There's a reason they wanted them bent like that, but I might fix it. And we got the long, okay, these long ones, but they bend. That's okay. That's okay because we want them to bend. So they're going to go in these 3 out ones I just put. The second Doctor met Obi-Wan. That would be tough on my voice, but oh, that came off, but that's okay because I kind of need it to right now. Yeah, that's... Mr. Obi-Wan, sir, would you like a ride in my TARDIS? Well, the TARDIS is a fine vehicle, no doubt, but it won't get me to Alderaan. It can get you to Alderaan, just not Alderaan in the future. Why do you say that? Because I felt a great voice, as though a million people cried out and were suddenly silenced. You mean like when they call around cancel Doctor Who? What? Doctor Who's cancelled? You know. There you go. That's about all I can do. I'm trying to bend these a little. Oh, thank you. Please. No applause. I do it for the people. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you when I do a German accent. Oh, see, look at this. I'm destroying this now. I'm trying to these. Don't want to hook on too well. All right. Okay. There we go. There are the arm bars. Guardrails. That's what it is. Guardrails. All right. So now I need 4 clear. Okay, orange studs. Wonderwoman. Shaw. And then I need 4 of these gray studs that have a little claw on the end. We're just going to build those up real quick if I keep finding them. But I'm Brian Hines, so I mean, I'm half German at least. Actually, no, I don't think I'm half, but I'm got a strong German background. So I mean, it should be okay when I do a German accent, right? It's not making fun of the culture. I'm part of the culture. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right. And sometimes the Lego pieces get stuck together. I'll assume you know what you're talking about with the German language stuff. This one goes on the edge. These are kind of like those, when he went out there with those little lights blinking to stop people from flying into it, because of course, why wouldn't they fly in the middle of Cloud City? Anyway, I gotta kind of push it. Again, I'm knocking this thing right off. I don't know what part of Germany my relatives are from. I apologize. But they were part of the group that moved to Hungary and then came to the Midwest. There's a term for them. But the Hungarians started giving free land to people to protect their borders, and my ancestors took part of that, and then we emigrated to the United States. And there's a term for those people, and I don't know what it is. My friend Robin would, because she's actually from the same group. Germans who went to Hungary and then came to the United States. Not all at once, but like their families did that. Okay, and then these go on the edge. Well, it wasn't really bridge. I mean, it looked like it was like just a strut holding this equipment on the outside. I thought it was like a weather station, like, you know, they're measuring the wind inside Cloud City or the temperature. So it looked like it was out there holding this weather equipment to monitor the air or something. You know, that was my thought. It looked like it had a industrial function, say, rather than like, you know, it was a walkway for people. Like, so these guardrails were utilitarian just in case somebody had to come out and do maintenance. So there are the 4 lights. Let's move on to instruction number 68, and we're again going to keep building these rails. It looks like I need 2 of these regular little rods. My name's Rod too. Let's be friends. There we go. And I need 2 of these little bits with that kind of like gear attachment that you put the claw on and they bend. Put these. There's so many little bits now. This is where you slow down a little bit when you're doing Legos, because you gotta all these bits that all kind of look the same. You gotta find the right one for each thing, or you're kind of screwed at some point. Then we take the dark gray ones with the claw, and we're gonna snap these on. There's not too many other colors than light gray now. There's a little bit black and a little bit of the dark gray. And then I need these little microphone-like things. And they go in the edges here. And there. And these are gonna bend up. And we're gonna, where this part meets the stick is gonna be right at the edge of this clip that we're pushing them into. And doing that as well. Yes, well, like I said, there was a brown piece in here, but that got covered up as there's some blue and red pieces, but I mean, they're getting covered up. They're just there to hold the piece together, so they can use whatever color they want. There we go. You can see how these are, that went in and became that little guardrail. We'll try and even them out a little bit. Well, that kind of bent more than I wanted it to, but okay, we're getting there. The problem is there are only these two little bits holding it on, so be very careful when you're fooling around the top because it's going to pop off a couple of times at least. Once the whole thing's built, you can just kind of leave it alone. But I need, okay, to build another part of this end here, so I need, these are the tube, and that goes on like the little lightsaber hilt that Luke and his dad have. And that creates kind of like a little chalice Olympic torch thing. And we're on instruction 70 of bag 3. Another one. We do that. Okay, then we get some of those dark gray little holes there. Yeah, this is mostly this is like a desk piece. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. It looks really cool though, but like I said, I don't really feel like it's for playing. It's more to celebrate that one scene in Empire Strikes Back for its 40th anniversary. And then that's gonna go on top, like so, with the piece on the bottom piece pointing to the right, top piece pointing to the left as they face you. Then we're gonna build another one of those chalices, and that is gonna go on the right one, again, facing you, the lower of the two, I should say. Like that. And yet another chalice, but this one will have... There we go. I'm finding what I need. This one will have a top to it. Oop, no, that was the wrong one. It was... I need a mug. Here we go. Like the little blank heads for the guys, except they're not painted yet. Head for the minifigures. And then a round stud goes on top of that one. Make sure it's an actual one, not a flat top. Round stud. And that one goes on the right. So now we've got... Come on. Sometimes take it off, put it back on. And then when you put these together, they look like happy little clouds. I'm turning into the Bob Ross of Lego. Then we need to make 2 sets of these round pieces on top of one another. I love peanut butter sandwiches. And it's good. I'm slowing down. I'm getting a little tired. I had a long day and I had like a 15-minute nap before this. But I wanted to do it while the light was still good. Oh, that's good. That's good water. No! I'm sorry. I'm missing a piece because it looks like there's supposed to be a black bar that goes in at some point. Yeah, but we can go back and do that. That's all right. And it goes in the middle where the 2 circular connectors meet with like the handle being on top. And that's going to go through the Legos that we've already attached till it hits like the bottom part where the chalice stem is. Go back to where I left off because that's the piece I missed. And these go on top of the remaining studs. That middle one has the black bar through it, and that's not going to help anybody. And we take 2 more of those bars and put them through the other 2 kind of areas we've been creating. Again, with the handle sticking out the top. All right, that's one. That's kind of a... And here comes number 2. go. Make sure that's a 90-degree angle. That's good. That's kind of what we're building at the moment. On top of that, we're going to do 4 of these round bits. Put those to build another tower, as we've been doing. 3, 4. And that has a black stud on top. Sometimes it's hard to tell the color on the paper, the black on black especially. I don't know exactly. I haven't watched that scene lately. I know you like chop some stuff up at some point. And that goes on here, I guess. I think it should. Oh, maybe that goes down and that snaps on, and then you push the other one up. That's a little confusing because there's stuff sticking out that I don't think should stick out, but yeah, there's supposed to be a little bit of a. There we go. There's supposed to be just a little black sticking out in the top there, in the middle. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know if it's what piece that is. When it's done, I'm sure you'll be able to tell. All right, page 74, instruction 78. So hold that like that. We're going to build another 3-piece circles with a black stud on top. So take the black stud and just do that first. And one more. It's almost been an hour doing this. How about that? Time flies. And then one more, and that goes on the right piece, but again, that's when it's facing you. And that'll just kind of cover up the remainder of that one black bar. And then I need 2 circular bits with the black stud. With the black stud, title of my porn tape. Anyway, no. And that goes on. So there, that's like the little, and that goes on, and we got this little area here because that's where the clip is gonna go on. There's a little on with the way it's built when it's facing you. There's a little clip there on the edge, and that's what this is. And that's like that. All right, we're almost there. You can push that down. Don't worry, it's got those clips there, so you can just push it up and it'll knock it in place. You didn't break it if you do that. Okay, I need this little 4P, this little plus sign bar, and that goes on one of these little round pieces. Yeah, it's a very nice looking set. There's a clear number 3 one. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm just going to ignore it. And then we have there's a plus stud, we'll call it, and that goes on top and then slides down. Then we got these double plus circular pieces. And we're going to put that like so. Make sure that faces us. And then there's another plus, and we're going to make sure that one goes out. So we have this kind of thing happening with the studs, the plus signs. And on this right one, we are going to go ahead and take another one of those beams. I guess it was a size reference. That was a 3 inches, is a 4 inch. Put that into a plus tube. Slide that in if we can. Sometimes it helps just to put it on the table and then push down. But that doesn't seem to be working too well. Yeah, it doesn't want to go in. Let me try this. Flip it around. Oh, there's a thing in the center to stop it from going all the way through, so that's okay. And then this comes up the right one. Again, the right one is it's facing you. The right plus side. And it goes like that. And now we get one of the red pieces. We got this, again, another little kind of like pipe coming attached to like a second pipe kind of thing, like, you know, so you can slide it out and have like a tube sticking out. And again, that's plus sign, so we're going to do it so it's facing us, kind of perpendicular to the other one that's still out there that my thumb was clicking against. And on top of that, we're going to put another double plus holder with the plus facing out, like so. This sounds confused. I'm making it sound more confusing than it is, but that's kind of like the gist of it right there. And that one where we have these little kind of plunger ones, and that's going to go up, or actually down the second one, and it won't get stuck or anything because it's plus size and it's just a regular circle that's going to go through it. So that's what we have. And then another orange stud goes on that one because this will be another warning light. Yeah, the fact that it had warning lights on it kind of made me think it was like an industrial piece of equipment for Cloud City. And we got to build a little fancy antenna on this one. So we're going to take one of these plus studs, and we got these little red connectors that go in. And then we just slide the other one on top. And so now we have a super long piece. Whether they just don't build a long piece, I don't know, but it's probably a stability thing. And then on top of that goes a little flat cone thing. Actually, no, we need another little red stud connector to go in on top. And then the flat cone piece slides onto that. Flat cone piece, I love technical terms. It won't go all the way, so you see a little red there, but that's okay. And then we have like the fencing foil. This is like a literal fencing foil for Legos, and then that's going to act as our antenna, so that goes on top. And that then goes on the top middle bar. So that's something. Then we just do another one like that where we take the two plus connectors and attach them with the red piece in the middle. I hope everyone can hear me all right. I hope I'm transmitting okay. It's a technical term. No, I'm Wacko. That is Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. Anyway. Met Jess Harnell, very nice man. All the Animaniacs guests were nice. I met him about 2 years ago at a signing at Wizard World. And then the red bit goes on there, so it's now like a giant dildo. And that goes on the leftmost, the remaining exposed little column. And that should slide in, but again, it's fighting me a little bit. Oh, and that has to have a little plunger go through the outside bit there. Oh, maybe I didn't do that right. Because that looks gray, and I used a black bit there. I used the wrong piece. That's why it's not going through. That happens sometimes, kids, when you're talking to your camera. Okay, so we're going to take that off. But it's easily fixed. And we're just going to use this little gray piece. Slide these in. You liked Batman and Robin? Well, there's no accounting for taste, I guess. Burn. Anyway. Yeah, okay, that's better. That'll work now. So then the giant dildo goes on top. Story of Donald Trump's autobiography. Name of his autobiography. So that's we've built now. And that is going to go on this, the middle piece is going to slide down on this blue piece here with the red circle, the red little pipe on the outside. Okay, so it's like that. We're going to put this aside for now. I'm stretching simply because my left leg gets so numb when I'm sitting cross-legged for a long time. Why did Trump get elected? Because you'll never go broke appealing to the lowest common denominator. That's all I'm going to say. Right here, this is the piece I used accidentally in the wrong one, but I need it now for this next bit. And that is going to have like a little, circle hole in this like bowl shape. That's the best I can describe it. Kind of, it's like going in and flat. I mean, it's like not quite a cone, but like a waffle bowl. There you go. All my terms are ice cream. And then this little plus connector with a bar on the end goes over that. And on top of that, we're putting one of our red circles, which was the name of a publishing company for a while that did Archie's superhero books. But they could never make that work, really. And then we need to put two of these 4 stud circles on top and just kind of start stacking them up. They'll kind of click onto each other. You can see what I put in. There'll be a little space between the indentations, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. Now another red one. I only have 2 of these, so that's the last of these red circles, but that goes on there. Again, all building up on the black bar we put in. And then, but they don't need them because they'll clip onto the studs on the piece underneath. So put 2 more. And then a big circular piece with the same indentations goes on top. We have that. I need another circular piece, but there's a hole in this one. And then it has to match, the hole has to match where the little, for lack of a better term, Lego penis is sticking out there. So the hole and the penis have to match up. That's, yeah. That's your talk for the day, kids. Go tell your parents the guy on the internet told you that. Like YouTube needs a reason to yank me, but there you go. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I get dirty when I get tired, and I'm a little tired. I don't know how Colleen Ballinger does this blogging all day stuff. Okay, the gray bit on top. Now the actual cone piece goes on top of that. No, just I've been up for a while. I mean, I had like one 50-minute nap today. When you get a little older, you get tired easier. And I had 2 trips to Walmart. I mean, I'm just a little worn out. But the Diet Coke is keeping me caffeinated. Then smaller cone on top of that. And our second fencing foil into that. And we got that happening now, which is nice. We have this little kind of handheld torch thing, like an actual, holding a torch when you're going to get Dracula or Frankenstein's monster. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, I need one of those plastic connector bits, actually, that slots into the hole, and then this will hold anything that comes in. 37, God, I give anything to be 37 again. I'm 44. And then that goes in, and then I need a flat top stud cover for this. So there you go. All right. We're going to move on to instruction number 102 on page 88. Take our remaining cone, put a kind of a, we'll keep on with the naughty term. There's like a little nipple piece there. It's just, it's like a stud cover with a little circular protuberance that doesn't serve any purpose other than to slot into like holes with the same tiny circle. So then we're gonna find a, maybe, or back, yeah. Oh, I can see that, like, sure. I'm going to put, that goes on upside down, but there's a hole in this stud, so like I said, it'll fit on that little knob coming out of the stud piece I just put on. And that goes on the bottom here. We got a real kind of Apollo 15 look happening. I mean, I won't say 11, but like the Apollo series had these kind of like weird shaped rockets. And that's going to go attach here to the red piece that remains on our exterior. And it all just kind of lines up, and it's plus shape, so that will hold it in place. There we go. That's very nice. We're almost done, kids. So there's not a lot of pages left. We take these there's a 4 kind of piece stud with like a clip on the back. I got 2 of those. And they're going to go into these little like church pews. And they lock in. You can see where Luke goes. And then you can tilt it back a little. And that goes on the remaining indentation on the black base, because this is going to be where our 40th anniversary dealie sticks. See, like that. I don't want to. This actually turns a little, but so it is loose. So be careful with some of these pieces. Don't ever push down very, very hard unless when you're like pressing layers together on your Legos, because you'll just send pieces snapping and flying off, and you'll have to rebuild. I don't think you could break a Lego. I think that's almost impossible, but you could hurt it very badly. Now here's the plate. It's got 4 studs on the bottom. So we're going to take this sticker. And I take that back. I took the whole sticker off, but it's just the middle part. I'm going to try and get this on here as well as I can, because I'm something of a perfectionist. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And that will clip on in such a way that the plate is actually touching the floor. But that's, so you put it, you attach it, the top of it, to the tilted display bits that you've just attached to the bottom of the display. And there it says Lego 40th anniversary, Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. My only complaint is these rubber guards don't bend as much as I'd like. I wish they just had a prepackaged bent piece. And they don't do too many stickers nowadays. It's just for the occasional signage, or the occasional like sign, like on the Parisian restaurant, there's a Shea Albert sticker they put on there for that name. Like when something needs a little branding, they'll make a sticker for a sign. That's about it. And then that's it. There's some extra pieces left over, but that's natural. So we are going to stick our Darth Vader on here. What is that piece for? There's a circle on here. I think they meant that's for Vader's hand. We got to put his arm out, so he's offering Luke his hand. And then we will put Our one-handed Luke on the edge. He should be hanging off it. This is the case on the... Oh, there's a little bar. Yeah, okay, so there's a little bar. The little plunger, you just click Luke's hand on. We're just kind of slide him down and turn his head a little. But I think I'm just turning his hair. Okay, we'll take Luke off for a second. Again, I'm being very gentle. There we go. Looks like his wig blew off. Let's turn the head. And then we'll put this back on. And I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this little live stream I did. Maybe we'll do some more in the future. I don't know. I was thinking of waiting until Monday for Labor Day, but I didn't want to wait that long to build this set. Yeah, now the hand's giving me a hard time. There we go. That's pretty good. But I gotta move him over and reattach the bottom here. And there we go. There's our Lego Bespin Duel. Luke, I am your father. That's impossible! So there we go. And this isn't just, like I said, it's a nice little, it's not an action set. It's not one to play with. It just looks really cool and would be, even the most unsmiling businessman would love to have this on his desk. This will go somewhere nice. So celebrate 40 years. I'm sorry they couldn't do Celebration this year, but I'm kind of glad that the exclusives got out there. The other exclusive coming out right now at the beginning of October through Walmart.com, you can get the Wonder Woman set that was originally meant to be at Comic-Con this year. That recreates a famous classic Wonder Woman cover with Cheetah and this little girl she's saving. And all these clouds and rainbows and this waterfall thing. It looks really cool. I think that one's about 30, maybe 30 or 40 on that one. So the convention's loss is our game, because I think this is a really cool set for the price. Very reasonable. Again, I wish the guardrails bent a little better. I wish they'd just come bent instead, because they're kind of like bending see, this is popped off. What can you do? It's just the way it is. There we go. All right. Thanks for joining me. I can always be found on Twitter at InGeekWeTrust. I can be found on my Patreon under Last Angry Geek. I can be found at the Last Angry Geek fan page. And I can be found on this channel on YouTube. So I hope you had a good time. Beyond that, just have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.